baby bedtime story is Rabbit and the Moon. Once upon a time, deep in the forest where the moonlight shone brightly, there was a little rabbit named Moon, who had a special dream. Every night he would gaze at the moon and imagine it as the eye of a fairy, watching over the world. One night, as Moon sat under a tree, he heard a faint whisper.
"Oh, little rabbit, why are you so interested in going to the moon?"
It was the voice of a wise owl who had been observing Moon each night. Moon replied excitedly,
"I want to visit the moon. I want to know what's up there."
The owl smiled and said,
"If you truly wish to go to the moon, you must gather enough courage and determination."
Moon decided that he would find a way to reach the moon. He then began his adventure. One day, as Moon was playing in the meadow, he met an old rabbit resting under a large tree. The soft sunlight cast a glow on his face, full of experience.
"Hello, old rabbit. Have you ever heard of a way to travel to the moon?"
"Oh, little one, why are you interested in going to the moon?"
"I dream of seeing the moon up close. I want to know what's up there."
Ha ha ha, you're a real dreamer. I remember when I was young, I had similar dreams. There's a legend about a star bridge that connects to the moon.
The Star Bridge? What's that?
According to ancient legends, there's a mysterious bridge that appears only when the stars align perfectly. It's a secret path leading to the moon, but the journey is not easy. It's not easy. It requires great courage and strong belief.
Where can I find this bridge?
They say the bridge is located in the Valley of Stars, where the stars shine brightly above the sky. You'll have to travel through dense forests and climb steep mountains to reach that valley.
What must I do to get there?
You may face many challenges along the way, but trust in yourself and do not waver. No matter how difficult the path, if you have determination and a steadfast heart, you will reach your goal.
Thank you so much, old rabbit. I will do my best to reach the moon.
I wish you good luck on your journey. Remember, every adventure holds valuable lessons. Enjoy your journey, young one.
Feeling excited, Moon decided to set out on his journey to find the Star Bridge. With his heart full of hope and courage, he began his journey to follow the old rabbit's story. But the journey was not easy. Along the way to the Star Bridge, Moon faced many obstacles that tested his abilities and determination. After leaving the meadow, Moon entered a dense forest with towering trees that blocked out most of the sunlight. The thick underbrush made it increasingly difficult to find a safe path. Strange noises around him made Moon feel afraid. He heard the cries of wild animals and faint whispers that made him stop and reconsider whether to continue. But Moon gathered his courage and said to himself,
"I came here to follow my dream. I won't give up."
He tried to think rationally and carefully moved forward. Eventually, he found his way out of the forest and saw the light at the end of the path. After making it through the dense forest, Moon encountered a steep mountain that stretched out before him. Climbing the mountain was exhausting. He felt tired and drained, but kept moving forward, taking many breaks along the way. Moon looked at the beautiful scenery around him to stay motivated. He thought of his dream of seeing the moon up close, and his determination gave him the strength to continue. Finally, he reached the mountain's peak. When Moon descended from the mountain, he came across a large river blocking his path. The river's current was swift, and there was no bridge to cross. Moon felt discouraged and wondered how he could get across. He looked around for something that might help. He saw a large log floating near the riverbank. He used the log as a raft and carefully pushed himself across the river. As he floated in the middle of the river, he felt a sense of calm and confidence in his ability to overcome this obstacle. As Moon neared the Valley of Stars, the bright sky turned dark, and a storm began to brew. Heavy rain fell, and strong winds nearly swept him away. Moon had to find shelter from the rain and think about what to do next. He used the time in the shelter to reflect on his determination and steady his heart. He waited until the storm subsided, then got up with a hope that never faded. He knew that the storm was the final test before reaching his destination. Moon overcame all the obstacles and finally arrived at the Valley of Stars. He saw the star bridge appear amidst the shining stars, and he realized how valuable the lessons learned from this journey were. Moon was so excited that he was speechless. He began to walk up the bridge step by step, his heart full of hope. But when he reached the middle of the bridge, he heard a voice say,
"Stop! Where are you going?"
It was the voice of the Star Guardian, who had the duty of protecting the moon from intruders.
I just want to see the moon up close.
Moon answered honestly. The Star Guardian laughed.
"You're just a little rabbit. What do you think you can do? You're just a little rabbit. What do you think you can do?"
But instead of giving up, Moon confidently replied,
I may be just a small rabbit, but I have a big dream, and I believe anything is possible.
The Star Guardian was impressed by Moon's determination and allowed him to continue his journey. When Moon entered the land of the moon, he found it wasn't just a large rock but a world full of wonders, with fields of glowing flowers and shimmering fountains. And then, Moon met the moon fairy he had always dreamed of. She smiled and said, "Little rabbit, your determination and dreams have brought you here. You deserve a reward." The moon fairy gave Moon a special light, the light of hope, which he could keep in his heart forever. This light would shine whenever he felt discouraged or hopeless, reminding him that no matter how big the obstacles, he would always have hope and the courage to keep moving forward. The fairy also gave Moon magical wings made of stardust, allowing him to fly back to the moon whenever he wished. These wings of imagination symbolize the ability to dream and see beyond the ordinary. Although he might not fly anywhere physically, these wings helped him understand that creativity and imagination could take him to where he dreamed of being. The fairy taught Moon an important lesson. Success is not measured by reaching the destination, but by the effort and growth you experience along the way. This wisdom would help Moon grow into a wise rabbit who always saw the world positively, no matter what obstacles life presented. Moon felt happy and grateful to the fairy, but he also realized that his true home was in the deep forest he loved. When Moon returned to Earth with the rewards and lessons he had received, he felt that this journey had not only taken him to the moon, but also helped him discover himself and what was truly important in life. He shared his adventure story with his friends in the forest and taught them how valuable dreams are and that they should never be afraid to follow them. From that day on, Moon became a more confident and happy rabbit, with the ability to help and encourage all his friends in the forest. And he continued to watch the moon with joy, knowing that dreams aren't something far away but something we can make real if we have enough determination.
ฝากเพื่อนๆกดไลค์ กดแชร์ กดติดตามเพื่อเป็นกำลังใจให้กันหน่อยนะคะ